Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. A lot of questions right now about the US dollar. US dollar, as you guys know, on a monthly squeeze here, triggered to the downside. We've seen the dollar fall, and of course the euro and corresponding currencies go up. And we're getting a little bit of a rally here, and that's corresponding with a long squeeze on the daily. And so the question is this a bottom on the dollar, or is this tradable? And of course, if it's a bottom on the dollar, that has a big implications for gold. All right, and gold here has been coming down pretty hard with that strength in the dollar, and of course has also implications for the euro. And so the question here, what happens next? Well, in the short term, and the euro is a good barometer of this, because the euro currency that trades against the dollar is traded much more heavily than the dollar futures themselves. And what I look at it in a situation like this is that as long as the momentum here is going lower, all right, look for the euro currency to continue to sell off. But as soon as we start to see yellow here in the momentum, okay, like right here, see it's coming down, 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 and then you get that yellow momentum. That's the heads up that the selling has abated. Okay, and of course, if you've got the 10x bars and things like that, you can use that. But when you get a situation like this where you've got cross signals where one time frame is telling you one thing and then another time frame is telling you something else, that's what I look at. Okay, so in the short term, essentially as long as the euro is heading lower, all right, looking for gold to head lower as well. And then the other one I've been looking at here is dollar yen. And dollar yen, of course, if dollar yen is going higher, that also corresponds with a higher stock market. And you can see right now that this daily squeeze that it's triggered, it's just starting to lose momentum. And so the question is, all right, is the yen here looking to start pulling back here a little bit, and is that going to impact stocks? Well, when you look at the stock market, it's bullish across the board, with the exception of tech. Tech still continues, and essentially the NASDAQ still continues to trade in a violent range, while the S&P is breaking out, Russell's breaking out, and everything else is rocking on all cylinders. Tech is having the hardest time, and mainly this is the FANG stocks. You've got Netflix here that just can't get out of its own way. Facebook, which looked really good, but also having some trouble here, and most notably Amazon, which has been actually downtrending for a while and is actually forming a pretty nasty head and shoulders top here. As well. And then of course the big daddy of them all, Apple. I don't know about you guys, I did order the iPhone 8. I don't notice any difference at all between that and the iPhone 7. I mean, I'm almost wondering if I accidentally ordered the iPhone 7, but I don't think that's what I did. So that's kind of what's going on there, and there's some bigger trends setting up right now in the bond market that we want to keep an eye on. Obviously, if bonds kind of roll over here, and that drives up interest rates, that eventually can hit stocks. And so in this particular situation in the stock market, what I'm looking at here is spreading across various asset classes. Not just being long tech or short tech. Okay, Amazon, hey, I like that to the downside, but if we're looking at Baidu, I want to buy that on pullbacks. But then I also want to have exposure to at least three other assets, okay? And the ones I like now are energy, i.e. oil. Oil, which has popped up really well and had a pullback today. Reasonable pullback, a viable pullback. I like this. EOG is one of my favorites, and you can see that this thing continues to hold up really, really well. And then from there, looking at, when I say a currency play, I typically am talking about dollar, euro, or gold, because all three of those kind of move together. And so that's one of the ones I'm looking at. And then finally, bonds here. And I'll do in the premium video, I'm going to talk more about the importance of this, but this could be the start of a decade-long trend in bonds, and something that's worth playing. Okay, and we'll talk about how to do that in the premium video, and some tips around that, because it's important to understand this, what it means, and what you can lock in now so you don't get killed by higher rates in the future. Okay, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.